John, what are we making today?
Today we're making a loaded flatbread with all of these delicious things from your garden, fresh pesto that I made, and amazing burrata on top. It's gonna be so decadent. Let's get started. Into the bowl of my standing mixer, I'm adding 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and we're gonna give it a whisk, just to incorporate everything together. Normally, when I'm making a cake or a cupcake or something sweet, I'm telling people not to overmix. You don't want to activate the gluten, right?
Right.
But today, since we're making a flatbread, we do want to activate that gluten. So we're going to be running this for a bit to really start pulling that flour together, activate those proteins, and then we're going to knead it for like 5 minutes. So you're going to have more of a bready bread, not a cakey bread, because this time you want a little bit of chewiness to it.
It's more elastic.
Yeah, it'll make it more pleasurable to eat, right? Nice toothiness to it. Okay, we're gonna add in about 3/4 cup of water. You kind of want to eyeball it though, and make sure that's happening while the mixer is running on low. We're going to just scrape the bowl down to help things mix up a bit and then continue with the mixer. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Add in a couple more drops of water too. So when you're adding in water for a bread, it really depends on a lot of things. Like if you didn't use grams to measure the flour, that can throw things off, right? Because how you pack the cup changes things. The humidity, your altitude, everything comes into play. So you can't give a definite amount of water. You have to kind of like feel it with your hands and just see how it's going. So right now, it's coming together. You can see we have some
It's
nice
adhering together.
Yeah, some nice adherence. But what we want to do is make sure
It gets into a ball.
it gets into a ball. So we're going to add a couple more drops of water and just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Success.
So it requires a lot of water.
Okay, so about a cup of water later. Okay, my mom is the kneading expert, so have at it. I'll be watching.
It feels really good on your hands.
That's a nice technique there. So what are you doing when you're kneading the bread?
That you just pull it away from you and then fold it over and just keep folding and rolling it and folding it, pulling, developing the gluten like Play-Doh.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
It's really great massage on your hands. So don't hold back.
My bag is next after you're done. I'm kidding.
Anytime you do some rolling on the palm of your hands, it feels really great. Try it, even if you're not baking.
So this will make 4 kind of like nice sized flatbreads. And that's like a great dinner to have actually. Like when it's hot outside and you don't want to be like really full and like have a heavy meal. This is nice to have with a salad, or you know, if you wanted to, you could add some meat on top too.
Yeah, you can add some salami, sausages, cheese, sliced chicken.
So I want to show you the bounce back. See how it pops back into place? That's how you know your bread has been kneaded. So normally I use my bench scraper for decorating cakes, but it's actually for cutting dough. So I'm very excited to use this for the purpose it was created for. If you want to know all of my fun kitchen gadgets, there's going to be a link at the top of the video. Click on that, and it's everything I use to help me bake things with less frustration. So good, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's cut into 4 pieces. Form them into little discs, I guess, and then we're gonna let them rest for half an hour. Do you know why we let them rest?
You have to develop the gluten. It becomes more elastic and pliable.
Yeah, you're gonna let that protein rest, and then it'll kind of relax a bit. We used to have a pizza night, like once a week, and my mom would make a fresh pizza.
Huge pizza.
Huge pizza, because we had 4 people and it was 2 growing boys.
Lots of vegetables.
Lots of vegetables.
And cheese.
Yeah, everything was like nice and fresh though, and it made such a difference. I'm gonna cover them with plastic.
Yours were mysteriously different than mine.
Yours were mysteriously misshapen. I don't know what happened. Thank you for fixing it. I appreciate that.
Press and roll, press and roll.
Okay, press and roll, press and roll. Got it.
Okay, just like turning and roll, just turning. Okay.
All right, I didn't know that you were the flatbread mistress.
Well, it just lets it so itself, you know, it's just easier.
She's like, it's just common sense.
Okay.
Okay, so those are all wrapped up, and now we're going to let them rest for half an hour, and then we'll be back.
Preferably rosemary.
My mom is obsessed with this flatbread that she had in Rome, but we're not making that flatbread. We're making my flatbread today.
In my imagination, I was
But
suspecting
in
that.
her perfect world, she's like, but we're making that flatbread from Rome. Yeah.
Next time.
Next time. All right, half an hour, and then preheat your oven to 450, like 15 minutes in.
John, what are we going to do next?
Well, since you asked, the dough's rested for half an hour, and I want you to feel the difference.
Oh my, oh, it's lovely.
So it's so much less tense. Before it was like a bodybuilder who's been working out, like their body's super hard, and now it's soft
Very pliable.
and pliable like mine. Okay, so we're gonna roll this out to be thin, and we want it to thin bread, not like a tortilla, but you know, it doesn't need, I don't think it needs flour. I'm gonna use the pastry mat, and it's really gonna hold together. She doesn't trust me. So, like 1/8 of an inch-ish is what you're aiming for. Does it have to be a perfect circle?
No.
No, it's rustic, it's beautiful.
organic.
Organic with things from our garden.
Free form.
Your garden, not mine anymore. I don't live there. And then you guys take a look, flip it over. Oh, it's so nice. So our bread is nice and thin. I can't read through it, but it's pretty thin. And we're gonna brush it with some olive oil now. I have a pizza stone in the oven, but you could use your grill if you wanted to have grilled bread. And just brush each side with olive oil. And I'm kicking myself because I actually have the big giant wooden spatula for pizzas. So you can put it on the stone, but I think I threw it away, or I don't know where it is. It's in a box somewhere since I moved the last time. Okay, this is ready to go into the oven at 450, and I think 5 minutes each side. So
good.
put it in, flip it, and it'll be done. Everything is so much more fun when you're doing it with somebody else in the kitchen. Like baking just goes by so much quicker, right? And we're not even talking about doing the dishes. Don't worry, she's leaving before that happens. Okay, so the flatbreads are in the oven right now, almost done baking. They look great, and we're gonna prep some of the toppings we have for them. I want it to have like a salad feel, like very fresh, a little crispiness from the flatbread, and a lot of flavor from the homemade pesto. I have a link for the homemade pesto in the text below, so just feel free to click that and make it. It's so good. I packed lemon into mine, which some of my people on Instagram were like, you can't put lemon in pesto.
Oh, absolutely.
But I did anyways, so
always
it's delicious. And toasted walnuts too. Pine nuts are amazing, but they're also so expensive. I was feeling a little bit less luxurious when I was making it, so I thought, okay, instead of the pine nuts, I'll sub in some toasted walnuts, and they were great. I highly recommend it. So it's like a bastardized pesto from me.
I always put lemon juice in my pesto and walnuts,
Yeah.
but the lemon juice gives the pesto a very
Zingy.
fresh taste rather than just so blah. So I'm the opposite. I will never do pesto without lemon juice because it just gives them such a sparkle and freshness.
Okay, so right now we have some beautiful fresh thyme, and my mom is just taking the stalks off, so separating the leaves, and some beautiful rosemary. Look at that. It's like
All organic.
it smells so nice. It's like very fresh and healthy. The plant looks very healthy, Mom. Lots of love.
Lots of love.
And we have some chives and
Fresh oregano.
some fresh oregano, and also the chard. That could be nice to have like a little bit of chard mixed in there. And I have some radishes too, which I'll be really, really thinly slicing to add on there for some extra
the
crunch and
oregano.
bite. Yeah, very nice. And we have some heirloom tomatoes just for some color and more taste.
So fresh herbs, crunchy radishes.
That is a nice thin slice of radish, people.
It is.
When you're slicing things really thinly, I always use my fingernail as a guide, and you want to have your fingernail almost vertical to the knife's edge, so you're not going to cut yourself, but you're using it as a guide.
It's like parallel.
Yeah, exactly, for the knife. So chop all those herbs nicely.
Because they release the flavor.
Yeah, you're really crunching them up
aromas.
and the oils are coming out.
I find it very luxurious to have your own fresh herbs from the garden, all
So true.
organic. It's just like, wow, the epitome of the gourmet cook.
Nice thin slices. That way you get a nice bit of flavor in each bite. Nothing's overwhelming another flavor.
Chives smells so good. You cannot get thin slices like that if you don't have a sharp knife. So sharp knives are our best friends.
I literally just made a video where I was talking about needing sharp knives.
But just it's like respect them, really. A lot of respect.
Don't put them in the dishwasher. And just, take care of them, so sharpen them every once in a while.
Yeah, you have to.
So we have one of our flatbreads here. We're gonna do a taste test before you go. My mom's like, I gotta leave. I have to beat Los Angeles traffic. So I'm opening up. Oh, and you haven't tried this yet, have you?
Oh, divine. Absolutely divine.
Lots of flavor. So this is the epitome of luxury for me. Like, do you see this burrata? It's just
Fresh.
It's like molten. It's like just pure milk,
so delicate.
pure cream inside. I love fresh mozzarella, but if you want to go extra, and if you're not worried about the calories,
Indulge.
a little bit of burrata is a-okay. Okay, so let's assemble this. It'll be fun.
So a little bit of pesto.
A little bit of pesto. We'll just spread it on. Now we're gonna add our tomatoes.
Fresh herbs.
I almost forgot about my beautiful microgreens. This is arugula, just to give it some height and texture and a bite. Our radish slices. Now the fun part, I kind of burst my burrata a bit, and I'm gonna add a huge dollop of it right here in the center. So when I'm feeling super decadent, we're gonna just add a little bit of olive oil here. I love the color of it. That's really what it's for. And then a little bit of pepper. This is the decadent part. Look at these beautiful flakes of sea salt.
A little bit.
I'm gonna put it on my side, just like that.
Give me a few flakes.
Oh, well, so she wants a few flakes now.
I say a few, and I didn't want the whole handful.
Okay.
Flakes.
These are sea salt flakes, and they're just giant. So they really give you like a huge crunch and like a bite of salt, but you only use a few of them. They're really beautiful.
Don't you use it with chocolate or caramel?
People do that too, but I actually don't like them on my sweets because it's too much salt. I like a little bit of salt on my sweets. This is gorgeous. Do you see this?
Is that all for me?
We're gonna split it in half and have a 50-50 situation. I really like it. This is take number 2. We took a way too big bite the first time, so I was like, nom, 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 nom.
I don't want to stop eating it.
I'll do it. It's so good. The burrata is so creamy. The bread has a nice bite to it. It's chewy. And the pesto is like lemony, but tastes like summer.
Amazing.
You have to make this. It's like a perfect
Vegetarian.
It's like a vegetarian dinner, salad on a plate, really fresh, perfect for summer.
Yeah, bring the wine.
The wine, I know. Where's the wine? Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.